watching the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics. Okay, you guys enjoying it? When the topic of the Winter Olympics comes to mind, you probably think of sports such as ice hockey, figure skating, or let's say snowboarding. I'm not going to talk about that because we all know what it is. I'm actually going to discuss something else, the game of curling. The reason why I have a lot of interest in this sport is because I didn't know what they were doing. All I see is a bunch of people yelling at a bunch of stones. So I wanted to figure out what is so intriguing about it, and how does it differ from our popular sports such as basketball, soccer, or even tennis. So today I'm going to talk about the history of curling, the equipment used in curling, and the gameplay. So according to the World Curling Federation, it originated in Scotland around the 16th century. It's usually generally played on frozen lakes or ponds. The first rules were also made in Scotland, and in 1838, the governing body for the Grand Caledonian Curling Club in Edinburgh formally accepted the rules for it. From there, communities would casually play against each other, and there was an event or a championship made called the Scotch Cup. But on an international level, this sport was only a demonstration sport. That means that no medals were played. You only just played for wins, no gold medals or anything. So next, let's talk about the equipment. So as you all know, you probably see someone with a rock, a broom, and then a large target. So, like I said before, it was originally played outside, but now it's indoors because they want to regulate the temperature and create the optimal surface for the ice. The ice is not smooth, it has bumps in it to provide the stone with the grip that it needs for the gameplay. From the official website of the Olympic movement, the curling rock weighs about 19.1 kilograms or 42 pounds, so that's pretty heavy. The granite comes from two locations, an island off the coast of Scotland called the Elsa Craig or the Trefor Granite Quarry in Wales. So now the curling brooms. The brooms are used to help to guide the path of the stone. There's two types, the brush and the broom. The curling brush is made out of synthetic material, and the brooms are like our normal household brooms. They're made of like long bristle, corn, or straw bristles. Each broom is used for different scenarios. And in the sport, you also need special shoes because, again, since you're playing on ice, you need to be able to grip to the ice. And also, one of the shoes is the sliding foot, so it has a slippery surface to provide movement when you're throwing. So let's now move on to gameplay. So how do you play curling? Well, the game, there's two teams in one game. Each team composed of 4 players. All the players throw 2 stones. The rounds or ends, there's 8 to 10 of them. And the points are rewarded after all 16 stones have been thrown. So the 4 positions, you have your lead, the second, the vice, and the skip. The lead is the first thrower. They sweep all the shots after their throw. The second is the second thrower, obviously, and they also sweep all the throws after theirs. The vice is the third thrower. They sweep only the lead and the second and hold the brush or broom for the skip. And lastly, the skip is the fourth thrower. They tell the teammates when to sweep, they watch the curl of the stone, and they also hold the brush for all the other players. The curling rink, as I stated before, is on ice. There's designated areas on the rink. It's about 42.7 meters and 42.7 meters and about 4.3 meters wide. So that's pretty long. So the starting point is the hack. That's when you just move from one point to another. And the hog line, there's 2 of them. That's when you release it, and also it's the line that the stone must cross in order to be considered in play. And again, there's 2 targets. One when you start, but that one isn't considered. The other end one is the target that you want to get your stones in, so that's called the house. So how do you score? The goal for the team is to get the stones to the center of the target. So you know what a target looks like. You want to go where the button is. After that, each end or round, points are given to the team that is closest to the center. And any additional stones that are closest to it will earn a point than the opponent's teams. So if I were to draw a picture. So you have a target. So you have a stone here, and another, there's the same stone from the same team, then you would get 2 points. But because this is not close to that, they don't get any. So it's in your favor if you can get it to the closest, to the center. So now that I've discussed with you the history, the equipment, and the gameplay, I hope that when you see it on the Olympic broadcast, you don't automatically flip the channel. It's something interesting because we all in America know that mainstream sports are basketball, football, and stuff. So it's really nice to have a refreshing new sport to be able to see and also possibly to play if you ever plan on doing any ice sports.